business is about your adaptability to change. It's about your ability to learn new techniques. Most women are tech-savvy than men. Let me give you an example. On average, a woman can buy an air ticket online than most men. A lot of women can log into a Zoom session like this than most men, because women don't fear gadgets, simply because women are natural learners. And business is all about learning. Women are more resilient. That means they can stay the course. And I want you to look at me, every single one of you. Everything worthwhile is up the hill. There is nothing worthwhile in this life that is downhill. Whether it's your studies, whether it's success in business, success in marriage, your health, if you want to keep fit. You have never seen a book written, how to slide your way to success, how to accidentally make money, how to be an accidental millionaire. Everything worthwhile in this life is up the hill. I'm going to share 5 issues that the ladies have raised. And the very first one is actually family, challenges of women in business. The biggest challenge I have found with women who are married, I'll talk about the ones who are married, and then the single mothers. The greatest challenge with married women, the greatest hindrance in business for married women is actually their husbands. So you'll find a man drinking on Friday night or Saturday night in the name of business, and many of them are genuine. They are entertaining maybe a potential client. Let's be very frank. Here is a guy who is in, say for example, he's in logistics, trucking. He carries cargo from Mombasa to Congo, or to Kigali, Rwanda, or to Juba, or Kisumu, or Kampala. So Friday evening, he entertains the procurement manager of breweries, or whichever company gives him tenders. Or this is a guy who constructs roads, and he meets the engineers who give him tenders, because he's looking for future favors. He spends time buying them beers, perhaps a lot of gifts. If the woman does the same, that marriage breaks. If she goes home 11 o'clock at night because she was seeing clients in a certain pub, in a certain nightclub, in a certain hotel, the man becomes very insecure. So a lot of women end up being destroyed by the people who are supposed to raise them up. Number 2, cultural challenges, and many of you mentioned. For example, you go to a construction site, whether it's a building construction or road construction, and they erect huge billboards, signposts, men at work. They always remind you you're not needed here. Number 3, capital. You find a lot of women, especially in Africa, literally have no access to capital simply because they don't own property. They don't have the collateral. You get into a bank, and the first thing the banker wants is your title deed of prime property. And even if you have a title deed, they still ask you, where is your husband? Before I can approve the facility, come with your husband. And you can't blame the banker. It is because of the drama they have gone through before from your husbands. So you find the man can go alone in a bank, and the loan facility is easily approved. Not so easily with a woman. Now, the 4th challenge is continuity. So you find a man is able, generally speaking, to transfer the business to his son. So you can find someone, I have a friend of mine by the name Mandeep Singh, Chana Construction. The business was started by his great-grandfather. Indians in Kenya are extremely good in that, passing on the business legacy to their sons. But they never do it to their daughters. They never trust their daughters. They are still judgmental with the girl child. So women, generally speaking, are also unable to pass on that business to the next generation. You check. I want to give you some homework. Just check how many women have been able to pass their business to the next generation. You will see how difficult it is. And that's something we need to address. Because the reason I'm raising these challenges is not for us to complain or to whine or to wish things were different, but it's to drive through the system. And number 5, and the biggest challenge of women in business is self-doubt, lack of self-confidence. Now, I want to ask you a question before I continue. Please, allow me to ask you a simple question. Write to me right now. All the ladies who can hear my voice. Do you remember the first person who doubted you? I want to say this. Women have a natural proclivity of trusting what they hear. Women tend to incline toward the person they live with. So if a husband consistently calls you a loser, most women tend to believe it with time. So let me warn you right now. If you expose yourself to verbal, physical, spiritual, sexual, financial abuse long enough, your life will become vegetative. You've got to draw the red lines that you can't take abuse. You're ready to work in your marriage, but you're not ready to be silenced. So I invite you this morning, learn to drink from the cup of confidence every single moment, every morning. How do you do that? Read inspirational books, watch inspirational videos, associate with positive people. Emotions are contagious. Minimize the time you spend with those who stress you. Minimize the time you spend with negative people. Help others, but do not carry anyone's baggage. Replace violent movies with inspiring music, inspiring messages. Never go to sleep before you listen to an inspirational talk. Trust me, this will boost your self-confidence. Whatever you focus on expands. So I no longer want us to focus on the challenges women face. I want to draw your attention to the opportunity before you, because you have a choice to make. Either to focus on your challenges or to focus on your opportunities. Either way, whatever you focus on expands. Whatever you focus on fills your mind. Learn to filter stuff. Don't process every piece of media. Not every piece of media was meant for your consumption.